Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Moral Compass and JT show. I'm the Moral Compass. With me, JT, Sean Ahrendt. What's up, buddy?
How you doing? I'm doing great.
Yep, I'm doing pretty well myself. First 30 days of Graveyard Shift closes out tonight. I think we're pretty close to 90,000. I haven't checked it
Wow.
recently. I was making dinner, but let's actually let me see if I can get this thing scrolling. I just don't want it to be there.
That's fucking
Here we go.
huge.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Damn.
Thanks, man. Yeah, let's share the screen and see where we're at. How's your day been, Sean?
It's been great. Doing errands. Past few days just working on pages for type 1.
Oh, we're over 90,000 already.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah.
Well, hi.
Awesome. Let's give it a refresh to see if it's $90,695. Amazing.
Wow. I
love it. Thank you.
I feel a part of that.
Yeah. We just raised $195, Sean. We've only been on the air for a minute.
Yeah, that's prominent promotion.
Yeah. So I don't know how many people will join us. This is kind of a last minute thing. I was supposed to do a stream tonight on another channel, but it got canceled. It's going to be rescheduled for tomorrow. I was like, well, I should stream. This is closing out.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else any of the bigger channels will do anything later tonight, but figured, I got a channel.
Yeah.
I got a best friend. Let's do something.
We're making magic.
Yeah. So we're not going to just talk Graveyard Shift. Just the usual best friends BS. I have a crowdfunder that I backed that came in the mail. This is Monster MD. I thought we'd do a live unboxing.
Very cool.
This is Von Klaus's book, which I'm excited to read. I got to see like an early version of it back in the day when we had that first Graveyard Shift talent search contest.
Right.
Because Von was one of the winning writers. And he taped this up pretty good. I might need scissors. Wait, here. Nope, he taped it on the inside too.
Wait, how the hell did you do that?
He taped it on this inside flap here. So it's like, yeah. Didn't want anyone tampering with it. Not even the Moral Compass.
Yeah, I saw your second video for that. That's pretty funny.
Thanks. Yeah, the comments are hilarious. The chat, Leroy's show, they really created a monster.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. This is a thick boy, as
shit.
Chase would say. Really testing the limits of this bag. I think he went regular size bag and board, but this is a thick book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ooh, this looks nice. This has the spot UV varnish on it. You can see it just on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? We got Edwin, the ace, in the chat. What's up, Edwin? Thanks for joining us.
How you doing? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, this looks awesome. It's signed by Vaughn and Eric Weathers.
Oh, cool.
Just looks awesome.
What was it, like 100 pages?
Maybe 140. I don't know.
Jesus
it's 6 books.
Christ.
Yeah. And it also came, their stretch goal was Shinobi Sasquatch versus Monster MD, regular size comic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it looks to be the same, I think it's the same artist as Monster MD. I know this is a Rob Willis cover. Yeah, this looks great. Black and white. Very cool.
Yeah, I believe Cal sent the PDF out of some of the pages a couple months back.
Yeah.
Looked really cool.
Got this pinup poster.
Oh, sweet.
And there's more goodies. What else we got in here? If I can figure out how to get into this. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got Splat Guts in the house.
All right.
What's up, Splat Guts?
How you doing?
He's asking, is graveyard shift getting extended? I think there's a good chance of that. I think so. I mean, we're very close to $100,000. I don't want to say yes or no. I let John make those decisions on the campaigns, but I would say there's a very good chance. So there's a Monster MD button, Monster MD patch,
Oh, cool.
bookmark, trading card. This is John Malin artwork on the trading card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll make myself big.
Oh,
Again.
word.
Yeah. And this print of, I guess this is an upcoming book from Vaughn, Terror in the Trenches. It's the Black Terror public domain character. I think he was going to try to do his version of it. So it says, from the team that brought you Monster MD, Terror in the Trenches, evil will know terror again in 2020. Well, maybe 2021. We got NTM Comics in the house. What's up? Hail.
What's going on? Hail.
Yeah. So yeah, this is. I'm glad I backed it. Everything in this package was amazing.
Hey, can Joe jump on for a sec?
Sure.
I'll send him the link.
Yeah. Oh, Joe's in the house.
Jizzle.
What's up, Joe?
Yeah.
Hop on. Leroy, what's up, Leroy?
Leroy. Yes. Yo, I had an awesome bacon cheeseburger from this place by me earlier. Totally forgot the name, but the presentation was top notch and very delish. Should have took a picture.
I'm checking out Monster MD. You know the moral compass. He's not one to toot his own horn, but well, but check this out. Special thanks. You probably can't see it, but Ethan Van Sciver, John Malin, Mark Poulton.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Vaughn. Very nice of you. And a bunch of other people are listed as well, but I was number 3. No, not at all.
Other people, doesn't matter. It's probably like his grandma. That means the world to him.
I just was reading until I just wanted to read to get to my name. Stop putting words in my mouth, Sean.
I would have done the same thing.
Oh, we got Lord Crackhead in the house. What's up, Lord Crackhead?
Thank you for coming by.
Amanda B. Amanda, I'm sorry, I don't have Tupperware tonight. I have a Batman glass. Sorry. Leroy Raid. Oh, were you Leroy? Were you streaming?
Walt.
What's up, Walt? Splatgut says, "Let us see the hockey jersey." Oh, sure. This is Sea Dog from the first campaign. Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch has the logo. Captaincy, because I'm the captain. Chase has the assistant.
I thought you put little ass on his.
Well, I mean, that's what it really stands for.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda B, she wants her Art T print. Art T Bear. What was that? Was that 90,000?
I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah. That's 90,000. Amanda, you got it. We're over 90,000. Congratulations, you get your Art T Bear print. It's beautiful, by the way.
Oh.
John showed it off, right?
I don't know.
Let's refresh this again. See where we're at. So we were at 90,695. Where are we now? 90,817. Sean, just call me Moneymaker Mark.
Look what we're doing.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I know when you're just like, hey, you want to stream? I'm like, I might have a $5 or dime.
Slackcut says that's pretty cool. Beats New Jersey Devils. Thank you. I'm sorry, Sean. I stepped to us. What were you saying?
No. This all happened for me. For me coming on tonight is what we were gonna get to.
Yeah. No. So, people are here
welcome.
to see the moral compass and JT.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the two most beloved figures in Comicsgate, I would say.
I will like to spread that rumor.
Leroy's getting on me. He wants me to show the moral compass figure.
Oh yeah, they're really
show
cool.
It now.
Yeah.
Show the figure. I'm sorry, Leroy. I'll show it. Hold on.
It's really cool. I can't wait to get mine and play with Mark.
All right. I'll show it. Hold on. I have a picture of it on my computer. Ooh. Or I could run over to actually the box is right behind me. But I think all right, I'll just grab a figure instead of showing a picture. I'm going to just stop my camera for a second.
All right.
Sean, fill some air.
Well, no. I've seen the pictures of the toy. I saw your video. I can't wait to see this up close in person. Looks cool. I think that's a great tchotchke to make a figure of yourself. It's really vain when you think about it. Not necessarily moral.
What are you talking about?
Making a figure of yourself. Like, that's something I would think of.
Here's the thing. Maybe the most beloved American folk hero since Johnny Appleseed, Paul Bunyan, the moral compass.
I thought you were going to say Joe Armstrong.
I mean, for me, definitely American folk hero Joe Armstrong. Yeah. But all right, I'm going to pull this. Sorry to keep making myself solo screen, Sean. But here we go. Look at this guy. It's got my spiky hair. It's got my Haunted Pizza t-shirt on. Pretty awesome. I'll bring up a picture now. I'll look for a picture, but yeah. So first 100 backers of Viking Wolf get a free moral compass figure. Everyone could use a little moral compass, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Especially me. Well,
Leroy, when Leroy goes to Vegas, he needs to take this little moral compass figure with him. Keeps him out of trouble. Yeah. Keeps it in his pocket. You know he's going to make bad decisions while he's out there. He's going to have this guy with him. Keep him on the straight and narrow.
Or you could put that between a chain.
Oh my gosh.
Like a medallion.
Yeah, just rock it. Leroy, how do you get one? The moral compass? Yeah, you just be one of the first 100 backers of Viking Wolf. I even made a little graphic that I will I'll bring up. I'll show people.
So how many wrestling figures do you think you have off the top of your head?
You know, I just a couple months ago I sold like half of them.
What?
Yeah, I just sold like wrestlers. I was just buying wrestlers just for the sake of having them, and I didn't even like the wrestlers. Mm-hmm. So now, I don't know, maybe like 200 figures I have.
Nice.
Maybe more. I don't know. I just stick to the wrestlers I like now.
Have you eyeballed any of the figures you've had, and you're like, all right, that piece can go here, and then just kind of in your own head make your own assassin figure or anybody that you have created?
No, when I'm at the toy store, I look like because I like Taskmaster. You see a Taskmaster Marvel Legends, and you're like, oh, that could be a U.S. assassin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if I can share this. I can't.
Oh man.
What's going on, man? Oh, here we go. So there you go. Viking Wolf, Matt Dalton and I, we decided we're going to launch May 28th. It's a Friday. First 100 backers get a Moral Compass minifigure free from me and Firestar Toys, a company I teamed up with based out of the UK. And I'm totally Lego compatible, Sean. So,
there you go.
Yeah. So there's going to be a contest with these figures. Oh, we got another guest join us. We got Joe Sontag. What's up, Joe?
Hey, what's going on?
We're just talking about the Moral Compass minifigure.
Oh, really? I want one. Let's do this.
Yeah, so there's going to be a contest with the minifigure, figure photography. Since I'm Lego compatible, the best scene with the Moral Compass. Like, I saw Bancroft. He has the Lego Millennium Falcon. Me and Chewie in the cockpit flying the Millennium Falcon. Whatever. I mean, the choices are can go on forever with all the Lego figures.
Yeah, you can make.
I don't know, man. I'll take them all. Let's just. I like to indulge.
All right, I missed some comments. You should make one that answers questions. Yeah, I don't know if I can make a talking Moral Compass minifigure. Maybe a talking Moral Compass plushie. You squeeze his belly and he tells you that's a bad decision, or I wouldn't do that. Something like that. Vanessa says a Moral Compass Lego figure. Hey, Vanessa. Yeah, pretty much. I'm Lego compatible. I'm not a Lego. I just want to say that. I don't want to get in trouble.
But you can chill in the town.
So Lyra, I'm the head MFer in charge. He is. I mean, he basically created the Moral Compass. He should get one regardless. But Leroy, come on, man. You want to back Viking Wolf.
Yo, it's great. It's a great read. Mark shared me the first 9 pages. It's gonna be awesome.
I shared it with Joe too.
Oh, look at you!
It looks awesome. I can't.
Yeah, Joe.
Joe's got some fans in the house.
Fuck Joe.
Make it more like where Amanda says instead of a talking Moral Compass, make it more like a magic 8-ball. There you go. Leroy's backing Viking Wolf. Don't you worry, he says. What is Viking Wolf? Viking Wolf is my next book after once Sea Dog goes to the printer. Viking Wolf launches May 28th. I don't have any Viking Wolf artwork pulled up. I should probably pull something up to show people. Oliver's here. Oliver, hail, man. Oliver was the color of U.S. Assassin 2 for anyone that doesn't know.
Oh, yeah?
Very talented person. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me take the Moral Compass minifigure down. Joe, how you doing today?
You're mute.
You're muted, buddy.
Having problems with my my earbuds, so all right. I'm doing good. Thank you. I had the day off yesterday, so it was back to work day today, so it's always kind of weird adjusting to that, but
yeah, I had the day off yesterday, not for good reasons. Someone hacked into one of my business accounts, and I noticed $3,000 missing from my business account when I woke up yesterday.
Oh no!
Yeah, no. So I spent the morning trying to get it all sorted out, and yeah, someone went on a little spending spree, courtesy of Haunted Pizza LLC.
I would be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you guys, I got a PlayStation 4.
Makes sense. It's an inside job. The first employee.
Yep.
Yeah. So no, I'm gonna get my money back in about 10 days, but what a headache that was.
Yeah, that would drive me insane. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Don't ever happen to me one time, but not that much.
Yeah, no, wasn't a fun morning. Very stressful. But by 11 a.m. yesterday, I had it all sorted out. So I had the day off. So I took Chase to the zoo in Cape May. Had a great time. So
Nice.
Yeah, Cape May's in this area.
All right, let me see if I can pull this up. Share some Viking Wolf with people.
Yeah, I can't wait for this book. I'm so excited. It looks awesome. And I was saying that even just the black and white preview that I was able to see looked fantastic. So I know the colors are going to look great, but I'm very partial to black and white line work or line art version. So I really hope you do a line art version of this book on the campaign, because I will back both of them. Oh, shit.
So this is a piece by Matt Dalton, colored by Dexter Weeks. So when I asked Dex to be the colorist, he took a look at the artwork and he said, what do you think about going with a Battle Chasers type color scheme? I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. So yeah, he's kicking ass. Actually, all the pages are flatted already. And yeah, he's going to be done this in maybe another week.
Nice.
And
that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're launching May 28th. We'll be done way before that, the full book. So actually, I'll show some more stuff. We got nothing but time here.
Time is on our side.
Let's see what else we got. Splat Guts blames Leroy for the hacking, or Sean. Sean just admitted it was an inside.
Sean, definitely Sean.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, JT did it. Who the hell is Sean?
Yeah.
Oliver says more self shading, please.
Wait, he
even
colored
Joseph.
Assassin.
Yeah, it's like, who is Sean?
Assassin 2?
Oliver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he colored my piece?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. That came out great.
That did.
Yeah.
I forgot about your piece, Sean.
Thanks, buddy.
No, I mean, Alex, not in a bad
yeah.
way, but I forgot that was in the second one. Yeah, it did. It came out great. It looked great.
Sure,
It was awesome. I loved it. It's on my wall somewhere. Yeah, you know.
My dude.
Silence is golden. So this is the Graveyard Shift 3 variants closeout, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, first 30 days.
Okay, good. I'm glad I backed it when I backed it. I never really know how long you guys run those for, and I know it's not a big in-demand kind of thing with mailing.
Yeah. So here's another piece.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got this nice eyeball popping out of the head.
Yeah, it's so good. The art on this book is awesome. So awesome.
Yeah, this is. I'm really looking forward to getting this out and showing people. May 28th. Make sure you back it day one. Secure yourself a Mortal Compass minifigure.
There we go.
So this could be shipped out in people's hands by like October, November then.
Yeah, if we launch May 28th, we'll close July 20. I want to say July 27th. I'm not certain, but yeah, it'll be to the printer and it'll be back in August. People have this in August.
Oh,
wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Going to do signups earlier. So the mailing list actually was taken down because it originally Viking Wolf, I was supposed to launch it in January. That was the plan. Then Sea Dog got pushed back to January. So I was going to launch Viking Wolf in March, but Sea Dog's taking a little longer than expected. So Viking Wolf launching in May. The mailing list was up too long, so I took it down. I saved everyone's email address, but I might just, as I start to put together the Viking Wolf page for the campaign, I might just put up another mailing list for the last 2 weeks before we go live.
Nice.
That makes sense.
I was about to say, like, I thought I remembered signing up for it. So that
yeah, no, there was one. There's no link in the description or anything for Viking Wolf. Yeah, because there's no link right now. Sorry. Yeah, because we're basically here to talk Graveyard Shift.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, let's check the page, see how we're doing.
Let's see if Joe got you guys a bumper too.
Let's see. I'll refresh the page. We're at $90,887.
All right, look what you
All
did.
right. There you go. There you go.
7 hours left. Let's go over this. Show people what they get. There's a variant cover by interior artist Ahrendt.
Such an awesome artist.
Volume 3. These are some of the interior pages, colored by Anthony George. Beautiful colors. There's a supplemental book. This is supplemental 2. I feel like there should be a 2 on this. I need to talk to John about this because I've had several people say, "Oh, I already got the supplemental book. I got it with Graveyard Shift 2." It's like, no, that's a different supplemental book. This is all new, but it's just called Graveyard Shift Supplemental, like the first supplemental book. But this is 2. And this variant cover, if you can see right over here, it combines to form one image. So it's Graveyard Shift, and then our new characters, Nightwalker and Runer. I know Runer's not his real name, but I think most people call him Runer.
I'm looking forward to that character. Very, very cool design. Got those Pit vibes. Especially with some of the Rob Willis art that I saw floating around there. I'm really looking forward to reading that.
And then we got the Too Hot for YouTube cover by Kenneth Rockefort for Graveyard Shift Visions. It's our answer to the swimsuit edition book. I think we're up to 50 pages now. Or do we have to hit 100,000? Let me check those stretch goals. Oh yeah, we have to hit $100,000 for to be extended. Yeah, and then it becomes 50 pages. But some of the artwork in there is incredible. Everyone's like seen the Charlie Snogans piece. Incredible.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, Matt Dalton did a piece. Just incredible stuff. Little Graveyard Shift doesn't get enough love. Little Graveyard Shift, written by me and my son Chase. This is an all-new cover with them in their Graveyard Shift hoodies.
It's awesome. Awesome.
And then the collected edition is offered again. Still the same cover, but I think this is really cool with the split cover for Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Yeah.
And these are all the stretch goals we've unlocked so far. Trading card at 30,000. At 50,000, all backers will receive a Sexy Lilith print by Brian and Denham, great Extreme Studios artist of Violator Bad Rock back in the day.
Oh yeah, I got that.
$65,000 unlocked. All backers will receive another trading card. $80,000 unlocked. All backers receive a Sexy Lilith print by Clayton Barton. Clayton's awesome artist. And we just unlocked a little while ago 90,000. All backers will receive the Sexy Art T-Bear Lilith print.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
You're getting a ton of free stuff. And in about $9,000, everyone will, we'll extend this Visions book 10 more pages.
Oh man, let's hope we can do that.
Let's do a refresh, see where we're at. Still at 98.87. No problem.
Share this link out.
Vanessa asks, Graveyard Shift hoodies coming soon. Graveyard Shift hoodies available at graveyardshiftmerch.com already. Check it out. Leroy is saying Roquefort. Am I pronouncing it wrong? I'm saying Roquefort.
Roquefort.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
All right, yeah, I'll share the link for the Graveyard Shift merch. There's tons of Graveyard Shift T-shirts out there. Actually, you know what? Pull it up right here.
Oh.
Mr. Von Stugel. I see you down there. By the way, yeah, I just came from Leroy's stream. I think it was like the top 10 movies from 1977 to 1999. There's some really, really good lists going on in that stream.
What were some of yours? Wait, we did that. Did we do that?
So you and I kind of did that on his.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. I mean, I listed pretty much the same ones I kind of listed that night. My top was Empire.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my number one for sure.
So what's your favorite movie, Sean?
Like ever?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Probably Transformers the movie.
Like the
good choice.
The cartoon, the 1987 one or whenever that one came out.
Yeah.
Except they killed all the Transformers early in the movie.
What happened?
They killed all the good ones like early in the movie.
Well, we're not going to go there. That's
Spoiler alert.
Personal, you know that I get a little emotional over those guys, but
Joe, what's your favorite movie?
Well, on Leroy's show, like, so there was a bunch of people picking movies, and I didn't want to pick the same as everybody else. So if I saw a movie that I actually liked, I'd try to think of a different one that somebody already picked. But my top all-time movie ended up coming down to Empire Strikes Back. And it represented the entire Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah.
But like Empire being the main one of those.
No one had Son-in-Law as the best movie.
I mean,
in the Army now.
As far as some classic '90s comedies, yeah. I mean,
Encino Man.
I love this Encino Man.
Hey, Amanda had Encino Man.
She did.
Good job, Amanda.
Amanda had an interesting list. Interesting. Although she had the Labyrinth on there, and that was an awesome movie. So great choice in that one.
Sean knows what my favorite movie is. Right, Sean?
What do you got?
Fast and Furious.
No. My all-time favorite movie. That's my all-time favorite franchise. My all-time favorite movie, The Lost Boys.
You can't go wrong with that.
Blown away.
I like
more solid performance.
Yeah, I enjoy Blown Away for other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go wrong with The Lost Boys, man. That's
second favorite movie would be Monster Squad.
Oh yeah, Monster Squad. I'll tell you what. When I was a kid and I saw Lost Boys, I didn't even know what the movie was. It was on TV, and it was in the middle of the day on like a weekend or something. That movie alone made me want to become a vampire hunter. And I got a bunch of stakes, went out into the woods that night looking for caves. And I don't live in an area with caves, but I was determined to find a vampire nest after that and slay some fucking vampires. So
nice.
Awesome movie. I still love it to this day. Great movie.
Yeah, I actually saw it opening night in a theater. So I made my mom have my brother take me to the theater. And we watched Lost Boys, and the person next to us once the owner of the video store asked Jason Patrick permission to come in, someone next to us said, "Oh, he's the head vampire." And totally spoiled it for me.
Bastards. Yeah, man, the Beast of the Little Mermaid. I said Ariel was hot when I was a kid.
Leroy says, "I'm glad we didn't have the moral compass on. We only need one Amanda." Simple Jack likes Desperados, Guns, Guitars, and Babes. That's a good choice.
Yeah, it's such a hard decision making everything down to 10 movies. I mean, you gotta leave so much out, you know. But it is what it is. But
Oliver, a man after my own heart, Monster Squad and Night of the Creeps. Yeah, Night of the Creeps actually has a Monster Squad shout out in it. There's a bathroom scene, and it says Monster Squad with a phone number. They're both directed by Fred Decker.
Oh, there you go.
So, while we have everyone here, I feel like I should share. You know, I'm wearing the jersey. I have Sea Dog and Codename Kill Switch also available right now.
Oh, there you go.
And we are at $24,379 in demand. We got this awesome Dan Fraga cover, inked by Shelby Robertson, colored by Matt Yackey. It is just beautiful. It's a bucket list item for me. Dan's one of my all-time favorite artists. His Kid Supreme is one of my all-time favorite comic book series, even though it only lasted 4 issues. It's just I don't know. I thought it was like the best version of Spider-Man
Right.
there ever was. It was Ultimate Spider-Man before there was an Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That cover came out great. That's so good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so you can get Dan Fraga's cover or Clint's cover. If anyone who missed the first book, we have the reprint featuring John Malin's black and white line art. Can get all three as part of our featured tier, the triple threat, $75. And then I'll just show one more thing. The Babe box, which is right down here. $200. In my new vlog I just showed, I got the shipment in 30 cases. Make me buy more.
Yeah, there you go.
Or order some more, and I'll make them up. But this comes with everything Sea Dog and Codename Kill Switch that Clint and I have made. It'll be all three covers to book 1, both covers to book 2. Sketch from Clint, a sketch by me. Sea Dog pop socket, trading cards. I even have the ash cans from the first campaign left over. So that plus all the stretch goal stuff, the Viking Wolf ash can, the 2 Neon and Rebel prints, everything. So yeah, $200 is a great deal. And we're going to wrap this up very soon. It's going to go to print probably in May. And then, we're going to shut down the store. So get it while you can. It's I don't know, man. I thought the last Sea Dog book, it came out the same time as pretty much all my other books came out last year. U.S. Assassin, Graveyard Shift, and I thought it was just as good. I love all my babies, but it's hard to pick a favorite. But I thought the Sea Dog book was really, really good.
No, it was good, cool concept too, and it's got that awesome '90s feel with the art and everything, which was a nostalgic tickler right there.
Thank you.
I think I backed that Frega cover before I even knew what it was going to be. I just saw that as a tier, as a perk, or as whatever, and I was just like, "Yep, I'm getting that." I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm getting it.
Yeah, Simple Jack says Dan Fraga must be working hard. No shows lately. Yeah, I mean he had the medical issue with the kidney stones earlier in the year. He came right out of the hospital and did that Sea Dog cover though. So
that's insane.
He's the man. So thanks so much, Dan. I saw him doing a stream and he couldn't think of Sea Dog's name and called him Raw Dog, which which had me rolling.
Oh, that could be a variant character though.
Raw Dog.
Yeah, like the Mirrorverse. Oh
yeah.
Shit.
So Sean, how's Type 1 coming along?
It's great. I'm 65 pre-orders. Thank you everybody that's got on the list and all that. Yeah, it's working on pages now. So I've been bouncing back and forth between you guys, and you guys said very nice things. So you boosted my ego. So it's pretty much that.
It's looking great, man. It is looking great.
Leroy says you're a Fraga simp. Who isn't a Fraga simp?
I was just gonna say
he's great.
I will own that. I will own that. It's so good.
Joe, how is Reaper Destroyer coming along?
It's coming along pretty good. I had to take a little break there for a while because I was getting a lot of commissions and I was doing some pinups, and that was really taking me away from drawing pages. So I finally got all the rest of the stuff off the board. That's all finished, so I can jump back into pages. And Sean and I, or Justin Timberlake and I, had a studio drawing session the other day where we were working on each other or our projects, and I got to show him the page I'm currently working on, which is this one. But it's coming good. It's good. I'm really excited about it. I've been excited about all the love and excitement that seems to be out there for the book and the few streams I've been on. So I'm really looking forward to getting it done and do this campaign. So yeah, it's a fun time. It's been a good year so far. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm excited for both of you. I think Sean already told you my ID. You guys have to have an Ott and Stuff variant.
Oh, you fucking blew the news, dude. Damn.
Oh, sorry.
What I miss?
Nah. Oh man, you blew the news.
Was that
I didn't
not
know it was a
supposed to go
secret.
down?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to make controversy for the
Oh,
sake
okay.
of
Yeah.
controversy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but me and Joe were thinking about doing that. A book. Both. You explain, Joe. You're smarter.
What's up, Jacob? Thanks for joining us, man.
You talking about the cover?
Well,
Or
yeah,
wait,
we were both
wait.
gonna do pinups, and
Yeah.
then Mark's like, "Hey, why don't you guys do this?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, maybe." So probably gonna do that down the road once our books are out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry I spoiled it then.
No, it's cool. I don't even think it was like real news. Me and Joe were just fucking fussing around with it.
Yeah. It something like that is gonna happen at some point. We gotta work out the details, put our heads together, and figure it out.
Cool. Yeah. No. Put me down for one if you guys do it. I think it would be good idea.
Yeah, definitely. Agent Cub, what's going on?
What's up, Jacob?
Yeah. So let's refresh the Graveyard Shift page. See how we're doing.
Oh. There.
All right, let's refresh this. Still at 90,887.
Need to crack that 100K, man.
I am so writing wise so confused because I am writing this dialogue for Graveyard Shift 3 right now because pages are still coming in. I was doing a rewrite of Graveyard Shift 4 because we're gonna go to start production on that soon. And I'm writing down ideas for Graveyard Shift 5 to start the script on that. And I keep forgetting like what happens when. I'm writing too many different Graveyard Shift books right now. It's confusing. So we need to get Graveyard Shift 3 out of the way and off to the printer so I can stop. I can put that one to rest.
Yeah, you guys are planning pretty far out there. Do you know if you're going to have Alfici back on art for the next one?
Hasn't been decided yet.
Yeah.
Eddie Winkler in the chat. What's up, Eddie? Thanks for joining us.
Eddie.
What's going on, Eddie? I was hearing John talk the other day. I can't remember what stream it was on, but he was saying you guys have planned out to like 12 with Graveyard Shift and more. That's insane. That's awesome.
Yeah. We have out to 12 planned out, and then we have an idea after 12 that's kind of crazy, but it sounds cliched, but it's so crazy. I love it that I want to do it now.
All right.
So we'll see. Leroy says we need to come up with a topic to talk about.
We'll talk about. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Well, Sean's doing that. Have you ever considered trying to push that many issues? I heard you guys talk about possibly maybe doing more than one a year if that was ever the case. Did you ever think about a strategy of maybe, and again financially it would have to work out, but working on 2 issues at once with 2 different artists, and then do a campaign in the early year and a campaign later in the year, but you would have those 2 books a year concept?
So we've talked about doing something so crazy that we would release volume 5 and 7 together.
Oh,
5 and 7?
Yeah, and then you would have to say, well, how did we get to 7? And then you'd have to wait for 6 to come out like the next year.
Now that's groundbreaking. My mind.
It's like Images of Tomorrow or whatever when they released issue 25.
That's true.
As a kid.
Yep.
Yeah, well, they didn't really execute it very well.
Yeah, but the concept was good. So I feel you on that. Concept's good.
Leroy asked, "Can we talk about how Rob Liefeld is actually Shelby Robertson?" Well, I know Shelby did some finishes over Rob, so
yeah, I saw a little bit of that on I think when Shelby was on Leroy's stream the other day. He definitely, he did some finishes for sure, but like don't mistake yourself that Rob just has everybody finish his work. There's sometimes you're gonna have some, looser stuff that needs to get finishes for schedules, but Shelby Robertson is awesome though, regardless.
Absolutely. Lord Crackhead says mail in on Graveyard Shift 4. I would love for John to return on Graveyard Shift 4, and the way he's talking, how frustrated he is. He wasn't frustrated when it was just me and him making Graveyard Shift books.
Hey, it's always interesting. You're bringing in other people and working with, a new relationship for the first time.
It's more people to manage, so it's very hard. Agent Cub asks, is Graveyard Shift closing out tonight? Or are you guys extending it another 30 days or going in demand? I would say there's a good chance we're extending it. Splat Guts thinks the releasing issue volume 5 and 7 together is awful. Amanda B says her OCD couldn't handle it. It's just an idea. We don't know if we're doing.
I think it's actually an awesome idea. Do it. Throw a wrench in the mix. Just do it. It'd be like a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
You get the end of everything, and then you gotta wait, to see how everything started. I like it.
Yeah. No.
Flip through the pages and be like.
Yeah. No. I mean, the plan is to eventually get to. Get to two books a year, two campaigns a year for Graveyard Shift. So do a volume 4 and a volume 5 next year. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but that's like the goal for us. It would be awesome if we could get to that. Sean, would you run off to get?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I got the floppies downstairs, but this is a hardcover of Craven's Last Hunt.
Oh yeah.
Roy was talking about it the other day. This one's on like a glossy paper, and the coloring is different. But this is a fucking great story to get anybody into comics to read. But, yeah.
It's my all-time favorite Spider-Man story.
It's up there on mine as well. And it was great that it was getting so much love the other night on Leroy's channel. It was beautiful. Like in the floppies, the spiders areas kind of like yellowish. Here's purple, but little additions and retouch-ups and coloring. But great storyline. I got this when I was a kid. So yeah.
I never. That's one story I never really got into. I was never really a big fan of Craven. Just as far as Spider-Man characters / villains or whatever you want to say go, there's something. It's not
which garbage?
Yeah, which
talking about Spider-Man.
Oh, says George was.
All right.
Leave me alone.
Disavow. Before we talk about it.
Lord Crackhead says, happy 420, everyone.
Yeah,
Moral Compass doesn't approve of that stuff.
Even the Sean, he was very much against it. Right, Sean?
Extremely.
Yeah, exactly.
Agent Cub, I need to get that book.
I might have to one of these days.
I bought that the other day.
Everybody keeps talking about it.
Mr. Von Stugel, eating spiders will do weird crap to you.
Everybody eats like, how many a year anyway in their sleep?
Allegedly.
So, allegedly, that's what they say. I could believe it.
I didn't eat a spider, but something bit me when I was at work last week, and my side all swelled up. I don't know what it was, but I tell Sean all the time. I work in shady areas, like I'm in places where I need to take a shower afterwards because it's so grimy. But something bit me. I have no idea what it was, but yeah.
Man, you should see the spiders where I work. They're absolutely insane because I run the wells in the city that I work at, and in the well houses, especially in the summer, you'll see some big freaking spiders. I'm talking like palm of your hand.
Yeah.
And I hate spiders, so it's always an interesting day for me. Eating spiders will give you diarrhea.
Nice.
Michael Bancroft, I'm doing Just a Writer stream tonight.
Oh, there you go. Just right. Just a writer.
Leroy says Bancroft has read 2 comics in his life. It's impressive that he backed this. Oh, he says he's backer 1315.
All right.
Let's see where we're at.
Where are we?
Where are we? The suspense is killing me.
It takes a minute.
Oh.
All right, let's see. $91,153.
There we go.
Very nice.
Getting
Thank you,
so
Michael.
Close.
Yeah, so Sean, is that your favorite comic? Spider-Man Craven's
No,
Last Hunt?
that's probably not my favorite.
Yeah.
Like it's up there. Great art.
What is your favorite there?
That's tough.
Just throw it out there, man. Just do it.
Eddie Winkler says he sees fat rats on the 90th floor of $10 million condos.
You know what that one story? Well, the story arc by Peter David and Keown.
Mm-hmm.
It was when the Gray Hulk and the Green Hulk. Granted, it's when they merged into the Smart Hulk. That's besides the point. But that whole story arc and just leading up to it, like the past few years, having the Gray Hulk into it, and then just seeing like in whatever world or realm, Bruce's mom was like, "He needs you," to the two Hulks, and then they merged. I thought that was a touching moment, and I got a little teary-eyed as a child. That's a cool.
That was a good run. See, mine would be purely based off of art, and not so much story, and it would be going off and not what I would think anybody else would consider would be the best comic of all time, and just be my own personal taste. And my favorite comic, let's just say, not best comic of all time, but my favorite comic of all time will probably still always be, to the day I die, Pitt issue 1. It will always be that. It is, for some reason, that issue. I mean, the art. Speaking of Keown, it was amazing on that book, and there was just something that stuck with me when I was a kid. Like, I read that book like almost every day for years, and I've got, I don't know how many issues. I've probably got like 10 different copies of that issue.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's just one of my all-time favorites, and I'd probably, if you cornered me and asked me, that would be my favorite book of all time, hands down. Something about it, love it.
Yeah, it's a great
Beautiful book.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Mark?
With, all-time favorite would be Crisis on Infinite Earths. That's the book for continuity nerds, and I love that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that was a big event. I have all
Cosmic Odyssey. That was a great one. Mignola.
Oh yeah, I love that as well.
Drawing more superhero style figures. And anything with like Fourth World, so that's cool.
Looks like a disappointed Leroy again. I'm sorry, Leroy. I was born and bred an image boy. I told you this before. Like, that's where my heart is. That gave me the most feels growing up. You know, I spent the majority of my early childhood as an image guy.
Oh yeah, that was a great one too. The Hobgoblin stuff.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, most of my favorite stuff is I love early image stuff, but the stories that probably mean the most to me are like from DC. I love Blackest Night. I love Batman Hush. I love the early Justice League International stuff when it was almost like a comedy book, basically. That's like some of my favorite stuff.
Yeah, story-wise, I mean, if you want to look at, the majority of the time that I spent collecting comics when I really knew what was going on, I really followed characters and stories, were like the 90s. But if you did a lot of the Extinction Agenda was awesome. I think that might have been late 80s. Maybe that was early 90s. I can't remember. A lot of the X-Men, the Executioner song was great. I thought that was an awesome crossover. And, sticking with Marvel here for a second. Maximum Carnage was one of my all-time favorite stories. Nightfall, The Death of Superman. I mean, there's so much good stuff in the 90s that it was just, I'll still say it to this day. 90s is my favorite decade. Again, it has a lot to do with how old I am and when I grew up. But
even
90s,
the trashier shit was pretty good too. It's like, but cool.
There's a lot of experimenting in the 90s, and that's what I liked about it. Creators were going out and just doing what they wanted to do, seeing what stuck, seeing what didn't, and just, it was a free for all. And you got some really awesome characters and some really awesome stories out of it. I'd love to go back there in that creative time to just read comics again and just be in the comic not even in the industry, but just as a fan again of comics coming out, because I don't think we've seen a time like it since then, in my opinion. Early 2000s.
Shout out to
yeah.
Glitch, backed Graveyard Shift twice, and he plans to back Sea Dog next paycheck. Thank you very much.
Very cool.
Yeah, Edwin knows what's going on. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, the 90s X-Men stuff, some of my favorite stuff like that. I'm mostly a DC guy, but when we talk Marvel, it was 90s X-Men stuff for me. They were just firing on all cylinders when you had Jim Lee, Wills, Portacio, Silvestri doing Wolverine, Rob on X-Force / New Mutants. Just a great time. Larry Stroman on X Factor.
Good
stuff.
I love X Factor. Yeah, that was some good stuff.
Even when Brandon Peterson took it over, like after everybody left, his shit was phenomenal. He had a great like Portacio base. If you looked at his figure work, you'd be like, oh, that's more Portacio than Jim. But like his lines are more like with Art T Bear's like ink lines.
Yeah, and then a couple of years later with Joe Mad doing X-Men. Good stuff.
I was just go ahead.
Agent Cub says Frank Miller and John Romita Jr.'s Man Without Fear is one of his favorites.
Mine as well, yeah.
I was going to say with even after Jim Lee left, you got Art T. Bear and then Andy Kubert coming on and carrying the X-Men title, and I thought it never missed a beat, honestly. Especially when Andy got on, he kind of came in with a little bit more of a house style, did a little Jim Lee-ish, stuff before he kind of broke into his own style a little bit later on. But he did some very memorable issues of his X-Men run. One of my favorite X-Men artists of the 90s was Andy. Besides Jim Lee, obviously, but I'm talking about like when everybody left, when the Image 7 left. What's up, Rick?
Yeah, Rick.
That's a good one. I like that. And no, brother. I will not.
Portacio's Punisher.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Leroy
says, tell me when they are done talking about Marvel so I can unmute the stream.
It will never end, Leroy. But that's basically it. That's my Marvel stuff. I mean, but I liked a lot of stuff DC was doing. Not as much because
what up, Mark?
I followed a lot of artists in the 90s, and I thought that Marvel, and then obviously Image, because most of the Marvel guys left for Image, had the best art. And even though I had great respect for some of the guys in DC, it just wasn't the same as what was going on in Marvel and then what was going on in Image. So that really held me back from collecting a lot of DC books, at least when I was a kid.
To answer the question, if I haven't responded to you yet, I'm sorry I haven't gone through my tweets yet today. I'll check it out later, I promise. And I'll be in contact.
Joe, there's a handful of great like 90s style artists from the early 90s on some like DC titles. Like I'll make you a list, but bro, there's some great shit in there that you'll be like, why are these people like in Image? From the panel layout, from the detail. Whoever the hell the artist was on Guy Gardner when his Warrior for a time being, that guy was toony, but
Mitch Bird.
Exaggeration. Yeah. Awesome shit.
Yeah, I know
awesome
I know the
There's
title.
Stuff.
I was never. I mean, like obviously you guys like Brayfogle, Grummett, Jurgens.
Yeah.
Those were. I love those guys. I mean, if I could really rack my brain, I'm sure I could think of a bunch of other artists I really liked at DC, but it was just not like, I don't know. It was just difference. There's a difference. I don't know. There was just something different that.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I'm just like, here's some two cents from me. Like, there's some great shit to check out.
I don't co-sign that.
I can't agree with that, Leroy. But listen. I loved Brayfogle, and I said this before. Brayfogle was one of the first guys to ever look at my portfolio that I ever showed my work to, and I just happened to walk up to him, and he was very kind. He was awesome. He gave me some great pointers, gave me a lot of encouragement, And then even after that, months after that, I had his email, and I sent him emails and asked him questions, and he emailed me back. I have a lot of respect for Breyfogle, not only as an artist, but he was a really, really cool dude. It was really sad to hear, when he passed. But as much as I'll say that about Breyfogle, I still can't sign on to the fact he was better than Image. Awesome artist, great Batman artist, awesome dude. And that's where I'll have to stop at that. Yeah.
Love all the old books you're talking about. I have most of those in my collection.
Word.
Yeah. I actually probably sold most of them and then bought them back as like hardcover collections or trade paperback collections.
Malin wants to put Marvel's nose in the pool.
In the poo.
Oh, in the poo.
Yeah.
That is. Oh man, my eyes are going bad. I was sworn that was an L. That's disturbing. Poo. Yeah. Let's just say shit.
So, Joe, when do you expect to have a Reaper Destroyer launching? Still too early to decide?
Yeah, I mean, I have a tentative time that I would like to. I would like to do it sometime late in the year, before the holiday seasons, but later in the year. But, I was talking to Sean about this the other day. When it comes to the team that I have together, it's a slow process because it's not just me, but it's also Weems and then it's also Valenza. And because they're both in the industry working on current projects as well,
yeah,
it's not one of those things where I can say, hey, here's a page, I'm gonna send it off and get it colored and have it come right back. It's like, hey, here's a page, and I have to make sure I can fit it within their schedule if they're working on a deadline, So there's a part of me that's really eager and excited. I want to get the launch the campaign, and then there's another part of me that's just trying to be patient. So at this point, I don't really know. In my head, I'm hoping that I can start the campaign later on this year. I guess we'll just have to see where I am. Maybe when summer's ticking down. Obviously, I want to do a mailing list for a decent amount of time before that actually happens. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the best answer I have for right now. But hopefully this year. I really hope this year.
Jacob says Breyfogle wasn't better than Image. He should have joined Image.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that.
And Leroy counters with why he was on Batman.
Good point. Good point.
He could own his own Batman instead of, working on someone else's character.
Yeah, he definitely could have. That's for sure.
So, Joe, when I see Reaper Destroyer, I see a lot of influences of early Image. What titles would you say like heavily influenced you?
Oh well, I would say just a lot of the '90s in general has influenced me. But like I said, I consider myself, like a kid of Image. I was born and bred Image. Like all the time. Spawn was a huge influence on me. Not necessarily, when I say these titles, I'm talking like art. So like just know that when I talk about books, I'm talking about like the art first and artists. So guys like obviously McFarlane, Capullo on Spawn, Silvestri on The Darkness, even Splat on Crypt when they did the Extreme Sacrifice. I think it was the crossover event at Extreme. Crypt was a big influence on my character early on because of the hood.
Jacob Bear coming in
Jacob.
hot.
Yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I would say probably you can kind of look at my character and kind of see the influences I have. I mean, some people have pulled it out too. Like I've got some Ripclaw influences within his design. I got some Darkness influences. Obviously, there's a Spawn kind of / Batman, Moon Knight kind of feel within his character. It's true. Fred Durst doesn't know how to read. That's true. That's a good point. I don't. So I mean, I would say more or less than anything, I was influenced a lot by artists. Maybe not necessarily characters, but basically whatever the artist was doing at the time. And I like the dark superhero like sci-fi, supernatural kind of aspect of comics that were in the '90s that maybe you're seeing today. I don't know, because I don't read a lot of mainstream books and pay attention to a lot of stuff. But I feel like there's a hole right now in storytelling for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to do a throwback, and not necessarily like the heaven hell kind of stuff that Spawn was doing, but more or less, the supernatural stuff, kind of like what the Darkness or Witchblade, like kind of like the Top Cow stuff was doing there for a while. Even with Moon Knight, the origins with Moon Knight and the kind of like Egyptian gods and stuff like that mixed in. All that really fascinates me story wise, and I've got a Christian background, and there's a lot of conspiracy. I'm a very conspiracy guy too. Like I've got a giant conspiracy background too. It's like all that kind of stuff it all just went into one big pot, and that became Reaper Destroyer. I know, like Mark, when I was talking to you a couple years ago, I remember the first time I talked to you, I was so damn nervous because it was the first time I actually really was explaining my character, and it was very nerve wracking because I'm talking to you, and you've worked in the industry, and you've worked for Rob, and you've worked for DC, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm telling you about my character in the back of my head, and I'm like, fuck, man, this sounds ridiculously stupid.
Oh, this is so adorable.
yeah, it was, but that's what it was. Like, it took me a second to actually work out what I wanted to do with the character, and when I first talked to Mark, I wasn't really there yet. Like I was at the beginning, and it took me a while to actually figure it out. And once I did, everything just kind of clicked. And then the story the plot and everything kind of fell into place of what I wanted to do. And I think it's going to be, the character may look a little derivative, obviously, because it's just my influences of the 90s. But I think the story is going to stand out enough difference to the stuff that you're going to see specifically today that I think is definitely going to be interesting for the reader.
It's definitely an entertaining premise. Joe's went over it with me. I believe everybody that's into the books that we're all kind of into, you're gonna dig it. Visually, it's awesome. It's a cool looking toy. I refer to these things as toys. They'll be cool toys or statues. But yeah, Joe's got a lot of great shit in store for us, and we're all gonna be fucking pumped to get it.
And I'm still tweaking on it a little bit, but for the base is there. I know what I want to do with the story.
Mark Hughes says no one ever mentions his favorite Michael Turner. Michael Turner is one of my favorite artists.
Absolutely. Yep.
I will say I feel like Witchblade is better than any of the stuff he did at Aspen. Maybe not art wise, but story wise. I think Witchblade is superior to like Fathom.
I agree. I agree with this because during the Fathom and during like the Soulfire times he was drawing, he was starting to do a little bit of experimenting with his style. He was adding some stuff. He was doing some things different. So what made us really love him from like Ballistic miniseries to the Witchblade,
that is
like that period of time was a very
awesome book.
It was a raw period of time for him. He was working with some really great inkers, and he was just pouring it. I think once an artist gets to a point where they've like established themselves, and then they get influenced by other artists, so they want to try different things, you start seeing his style change just a little bit. And with Turner, his style, he still had beautiful art. I loved Turner up until the day he passed away. I thought he was like the top artist for the longest period of time. Draw the best women. He drew some of the best fantasy characters out there. His Batman Superman run. Batman Superman Apocalypse or whatever it was, but that was just I've got the Treasury edition of just his pencils, and it's just beautiful, gorgeous work. But compared, like you said, Mark, compared to the Witchblade stuff he did early on, I definitely think that was my favorite style of Michael Turner's, was that Witchblade for sure. Something about it was just raw, exciting energy.
Eddie Winkler wants to know what MFer of the week is. Eddie, you're the MFer of the week, the Mark follower of the week.
There you go.
I heard you talking about me on Leroy's The Chat last week. I was driving around with my wife. She thought it was great. So yeah, I gave you a shout out on my my Moral Compass Diary show.
There you go.
Leroy says, "You're the MFer, Eddie. You did a good job sucking up the Moral Compass." Basically,
that's all it takes, people. That's all it takes.
What else we got? Which Mark Yoon says which blade was indeed superior. Amanda says Moral Compass. If you heard how Eddie talks to me, he wouldn't be your MFer of the week. You would be appalled. Eddie, I'm shocked. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
I'm
Watch out
reconsidering this. I'm gonna have to do some research into this. We might have to take the award away.
Well, getting back to Turner just real quick, you know what was
Yeah.
the biggest difference was when he got with Steigerwald, he started doing just pure line work instead of a lot of the shading and a lot of the rendering. And Steigerwald did a lot of finishes and colors. And I think that kind of changed Turner's style a little bit, improved his speed, but it just changed his style a little bit than what you saw in Witchblade when he was working with some really talented inkers at Top Cow. And I think that was one of the biggest differences from early career to late career with Turner. I'll just put a pin on that one.
Mark, you knows I love Michael Turner. Mark once told me when we did our book Squirt that he was one of his biggest regrets was he never got to meet Michael Turner or get anything signed. So I gave him one of my signed Turner comics.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm right there. I'm right there with you. Like the only time I got a chance that was close to meeting him was at it was one of the Wizard Worlds in Chicago that I went to, and I was standing in line for Turner. It was a long line. I'm standing there. I got all my stuff, just ready to meet the dude. And a guy came up and picked the dude that was right in front of me and said, "This is the end of the line." And I was just like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yep, this is the end of the line. Sorry, guys. And like, this is all we're taking today." And that was it. So I was done. My dream of me. I saw him from a distance. I was able to see him, drawing at his table and signing books, but that was the closest I ever got. And I think it was actually the next year that he passed away. So I was right there. Wow, I got some major things going on.
Wow. Yeah, no, I was lucky enough to meet Turner back in, I guess, like right when Witchblade launched. Well, not right as it launched, maybe around when issue 8 came out. I remember the issue with that Darkness co-starred in.
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing a big signing at a New York, some Comic-Con. I think it was one of those church conventions, Sean.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Dex and I went. We waited in line and met Turner. We went to the Danger Girl launch for.
I went to the one up by
Yeah.
me. Yeah, it was in the mall. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to just go to like all the signings back in the day. It's a shame there's really like no excitement like that these days.
Well,
Yeah, it's true.
I
Like,
met Turner through my mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was it was the Chicago 04 of Dallas, and I just met Rob and the other Marat and Jimmy, but my mom's like, "Oh, I met this awesome artist. I think you would love him." Yada yada yada. So she brings me by the arm, and I'm like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if it was Michael Turner?" He had this huge ass line, and it was Michael Turner. So my mom just bum rushed everybody.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I met him. It was really nice. I didn't feel one iota bad for everybody else that I cut.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Yep, not at all. Not at all. J. Scott Campbell's another one of those you brought up with the Danger Girls signing. That was another guy that I liked his art way better early on than later on in his career. Maybe even the stuff he's doing today is really good, but just not the stuff he was doing with Gen 13, the mini series, and then the first 7 issues of the ongoing series, I think was the best work of his career. Even Alex Garner, which was killing it. The colors on that book were amazing. There was some good energy in his lines. And at some point he just kind of experimented, went a little bit more Disney, a little bit more cartoony with his stuff. And I wasn't as big of a fan of that as I was the early stuff.
Lyra says, isn't that called Sea Dog and Codename Kill Switch? The current stuff Campbell's doing. Clint has a very similar style to J. Scott. I will say that.
Yep. Yes, Disney. Yeah. Campbell definitely leaned, I think, a little bit more into like the Disney animated feel of his art. If you look at a lot of the women he drew, obviously they're very sexy. A lot of ass titties, but the eyes and the face, the eyes got bigger. The noses got a little bit sharper. it was definitely more of like a Disney influence, I would say, than the kind of Jim Lee Wildstorm Studios kind of influence that he came up with.
We're up to $91,467. Just wanted to share that with everyone. So thank you for everyone who keeps backing.
Yeah, that's awesome. I would love to see this thing hit 100.
Leroy says 40 more minutes till Malin streams. Thank goodness. Fred Durst ruined my night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Leroy. We're the opening act tonight.
Yeah. Well, you know, Leroy doesn't really like the image stuff, so he kind of tunes out once the image conversation. But that's the problem with this panel right here is like, we all came up heavy image. I mean, obviously other companies, and Mark, got a chance to work for Rob and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm sorry, Leroy. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll do better next time. I'll try to make sure I dive into some 70s DC for you or something.
It's crazy Leroy even likes Graveyard Shift because, I mean, that was born out of early image.
That is a great point. Yep.
I think if he gave it a try, he might actually find some early 90s image stuff he likes.
I'm surprised he actually doesn't like
Weapon
more
Zero
image
by
because...
Walt Simonson and Joe Benitez. That's a fucking awesome story.
Well, and Leroy, he's an appreciator of really good art, and I know that the story is probably a lot bigger to him than the art is, but those image books were gorgeous to look at. I mean, and I'm going to say this, Superman, and yeah. With Image, a lot of people give the story shit for early on, but I honestly think for the time, I thought there were some good stories in those mini series of Image that came out. Wildcats, I thought was a good story, 1 through 4. Cyberforce, 1 through 3. Savage Dragon was just really fun. The 1 through 3 miniseries, it was just very good, fun action writing. Even Spawn, I thought was really interesting. The first 4 issues of Spawn.
Really?
Yeah, I would say the 4.
Well, it went a little wild. Yeah.
But like the miniseries, so like when you saw the creators come out and then their first initial story arc ideas, I thought were actually pretty good for first time writers for a lot of them. Some of them wrote at Marvel, but I honestly, great art and fun stories.
Nice.
Well, there you go. At least you read one good comic, Mike.
No.
I know. I'm never.
Leroy says he's read a lot of Image stuff. He just has to troll.
All right, I feel it.
He probably got trolled.
I knew it.
Cool.
I was about to say, I'll be kicked off of Leroy's channel permanently if that was the case.
Yeah, Stormwatch was numbers and release wise.
It was a good book.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, I think the thing that the Image suffered with was they ended up creating so many characters and putting out so many books, and you had so many creators come on those books. The biggest issue was that the big names didn't stick around with their characters very long. Todd dipped out very early. Jim didn't last long. 12 issues of Wildcats. Rob, I think, only did those 10 issues or 9 issues of Youngblood.
Yeah.
That was just kind of disappointing. Silvestri, he stuck around with Cyberforce for a little while, but I think that was the biggest thing because people were following their art. And when they kind of dipped out or started doing other things because they're running businesses now, I think it suffered a little bit. And even though they brought in some really talented artists to be a part of their studios, I think that just really kind of hurt. I think that could have been way bigger if they just stuck on their books for a good long run. Yes, yeah. Scott Clark was awesome.
Magical.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Leroy says Image suffered with bad copy editing. Lord Crackhead says Jim walked away too early.
So a lot of them did.
Mark Yoon says, I still love Jim's Divine Right. A lot of people consider Divine Right like Jim's worst stuff.
I have all the Divine Right, but that's probably my least favorite. I collected it all, but yeah, I would say that was not
artistically.
Yeah, because he was experimenting. He was doing a lot of J. Scott Campbell isms in his art during that time.
And he drew that shit really small. Instead of you have 11 by 17, 10 by 15, he would draw it within the 10 by 15, like there's still like a little space, whatever. So it was probably a lot of it was probably drawn on actual size.
Huh? No shit. That's crazy. Yeah, that's probably my least favorite work. That's for sure.
Sean, did you see the Wild Storm fan group? They're doing another book. They're the ones that I got the Nick Manabat.
Oh, for Brett Booth.
Yeah,
I gotta get in. I gotta get that.
Yeah, that's a
Booth
great
one's
book.
like 150 pages.
Awesome book.
Right?
Yeah,
something.
The Booth one is like $110, I think. So
yeah, I got on that before
pricey.
I missed the deadline because I think
When's
it's going
the
to be
deadline?
here pretty soon, like within a week. I think I've got it on my phone saved so I don't forget it. But
yeah, so I know I filled out the form that you're supposed to do, but I can't remember if I paid or not. I'm gonna have to go to my PayPal and see if I paid. Otherwise, I think I may have deleted the invoice that I got. Yeah.
I haven't done either yet, but I know there's a deadline of when they're going to stop taking orders. So I think I messaged myself the form so I would always have it. I'll have to look back, but it's coming up here pretty soon. I don't want to miss out on that because that's a lot of pages, you know, and they do great work at that Wildstorm group. They do a really good job putting those books together.
Leroy says, in all sincerity, F. Jim Lee. Brutal.
Yeah, suck the soul out of DC. I feel you.
Mark Yoon says he draws on 8 by 11 paper.
Jim Lee, homeboy.
It's true, he does.
That's way too small for me. Can't do it.
Mark says it's probably why I sucked.
Go with what you know.
Mr. Von Stugel says Ed Bennis better than Jim Lee. Don't know.
For a time, he was doing some great shit.
Those
we
are
got Clayton in the house. What's up, Clayton?
Clayton?
Those are definitely tough comparisons because you can look at different periods in careers and say at one period, was he better than Jim Lee? For sure. But if you want to go back to Uncanny...
Wait, we're talking about Mark Yoon?
If you want to go back to Uncanny and his X-Men run, I don't think anybody could touch Jim at that point. And I still think that.
We should get some love for Jay Lee's Hellshock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hellshock was a crazy book. It was
interesting. It was pretty.
I love the art. I can't remember any of the story actually.
I just remember it looking like The Crow, and that's why I liked it. But the art was sick. Yeah, I couldn't really remember the story too much either at this point.
I absolutely love Jay Lee's Namor though. That was some of my favorite stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
did that, right? Like 16, 17?
Yeah, he was real young.
Wow.
Yeah. Then he followed it up with Youngblood Strike File, and then Wildcats Trilogy.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good. I've got all the Wildcats Trilogy, the foil covers that they did. Very pretty books.
Eddie Winkler says Grunwald and DeMatteis run with Zek on Captain America in the 80s are some of the best comics you'll ever find. I agree. They are great.
Truth. Yep. Hard facts.
Leroy says, this is great, but I do miss Phil. Can you test him and get him on? There's no way Phil would join us if we messaged him. I guarantee he wouldn't even answer the message.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's a Thursday and Sunday guy. I wouldn't expect him to appear on the channel any other days, and even his Thursdays are pretty sketchy, right, Sean?
Yeah, we never know if he shows up.
Well, I was going to be down here anyway. Usually after 9 o'clock is when I put my daughter to sleep, so I've got some spare time then to work on projects or stream or but I saw you guys are streaming. It sounded like fun, so I want to jump on.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm going to just wrap this up at 10. I guess that's when John's streaming. So,
nice.
But
sounds good.
Just check the rest of the chat. Mark Yoon says he thinks his Graveyard Shift piece was okay. Yeah, he did a piece for us recently. I thought it was some of Mark's best work. Mark says he's also a fan of Frank Cho. Eddie says Wetworks is better than everything.
Wetworks was awesome when it came out.
Jacob
Who's Phil?
wants to know who's Phil. Phil McNulty, comic book artist, 1/3 of the Best Friends Show, 1/2 of La Pod Gods. You'll catch him on Primetime Poulton YouTube every Thursday and Sunday, streaming with us.
Good guy. Good guy.
So, do you guys have any guests coming up for Ott and stuff?
Hex Allen tomorrow night, 9 p.m.
Oh, nice.
Eastern. Yeah.
And I think we got Don Shin on Friday.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Let me
awesome.
double check and make sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
Don
think,
Shin's on Friday. Yep. And
I
Hex
think
Allen
the
tomorrow.
following Wednesday we don't have anything. So I think we're just gonna do like a chill, if I'm not mistaken. You got.
Yeah, I think next Wednesday for the Out and Stuff show, we're just gonna do a chill stream. We'll invite some people on. Anybody who wants to come on is welcome to come on, and we'll just shoot the shit. Those are always kind of fun streams. Because our show is also guest heavy. That sometimes it is nice to just have a relaxed stream where we just have people on and have organic conversations.
So, what's your favorite color?
Amanda says John's scheduled for 10, but he'll show up at 10:33.
Probably.
And the main event. Yep, that's Phil McNulty, the main event. So, Sean told me I better contact Booty Juice. I heard he was a big hit on your show. Booty and I had been talking about me putting him to work on something. So, yeah, I reached out to him, and yeah.
All right, cool.
Booty Juice is awesome, man. I really dig his
He's
style.
a good dude and very talented.
He was a cool guy to have on the show. It was a very fun show.
I loved your intro of him when you said Booty Juice for the third time and he appeared all
even though that could have gone a little smoother because we had talked about what we wanted to do and then it still got messed up, but it worked all right. Show the figure again.
All right, let me look for it.
Let's do this.
Where are we going? Oh, first I gotta find the picture again. Yeah, so the Moral Compass minifigure, it will be free to the first 100 backers of Viking Wolf, which launches May 28th. 40 pages, 8.5 by 11 format, square bound spine, so oversized. I took inspiration from DC's Black Label books. I like the oversized look of them.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
And when we launch it, the book will be fully done. It's actually all flatted now. Deck should wrap up colors probably in the next week. Eric Weathers already lettered the first 9 pages because I'm sending the Viking Wolf ash can off to the printer for Sea Dog and Codename Kill Switch. So yeah, things are just rolling. Just great for Viking Wolf. It's actually making me look forward to that campaign because it should be stress-free, which
nice.
I like. So let's see. Yep, here we go. All right, so here you go. The Moral Compass minifigure. You know, if people don't like this, blame Leroy. He created the Moral Compass. He kept saying the Moral Compass's name, and now the Moral Compass won't leave. So
I dig it.
Yeah, so first 100 backers, and if people like this, you know, there'll be variants. You know, maybe I'll get ones made to have the primetime sunglasses on, and Graveyard Shift T-shirt. There's so many different T-shirts to choose from. So yeah, but he comes with his own little printed stand that he says the Moral Compass, Mark Primetime Poulton Haunted Pizza LLC. So
I'm getting one.
Yeah, Leroy, you'll get one. You just got to be one of the first 100 backers of Viking Wolf.
There you go. The race is on, people.
Eddie Winkler says, "So cool." Let's. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing this, and we'll check Graveyard Shift. We'll check Sea Dog too while we're at it.
Right.
That'd be nice.
Let's do Sea Dog first. Sea Dog and Codename Kill Switch still in demand. got to get that Dan Fraga variant cover. Let's refresh it just to see if we got any backers. We did. Wow. We're at $24,414. Thank you to whoever backed the book.
Yeah.
But this Dan Fraga cover is just sick. I love it so much. I should probably. I'm definitely for my own personal use, getting this printed as a 24 by 36 poster. But maybe I should look into adding that to the in-demand store.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's just a great image. So yeah, you can get the Fraga cover or the Clint Helinski cover to book 2. If you missed out on book 1, you can get that John Malin black and white line art reprint.
So good.
Yeah, and that is our featured tier, all 3 books for $75. And check out the Babe box, $200. Gets you everything Clint and I have done, Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch wise. All 3 covers to book 1, both covers to book 2. All the trading cards, the ash can from the first campaign, all the stretch goal stuff, and Sea Dog Pop Socket, a sketch from me and a sketch from Clint. Speaking of which, I need to get started on my sketches because it'll take me a lot longer than a regular artist because I am just a writer. So make sure I better make sure I get to work on them. All right. I got to get back to my screen. There we go. So that is Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch. And let's do one more share. Oh, we got another comment. Hi, working on a Visions piece at the moment. Only learned about the fan art a few days ago. How long would I have to finish it? As long as the campaign's up. So, you know, we're probably extending it tonight. So you have some time. Just make sure you tag me and John on Twitter, and I will be in touch with you on how to get it to us.
For now, that could always change. Like in a couple hours, John's is like, "This is it."
Yeah, you know,
John's
John's been in a bad mood lately, so John may just say, "Screw it, we're done," and
we're closed. I would never say that.
Yeah. All right, let's check out Graveyard Shift one last time.
All right.
All right, let's refresh this. 91,659. So we got more backers. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Make sure you get on this. It's the only place you'll get the Aaron Alfeche variant covers to book 3 as well as supplemental 2. I'm gonna just start calling it supplemental 2 to stop confusing people. And make sure you get Visions #1. And, make sure you get Little Graveyard Shift. It's just good, wholesome, moral compass, fun. And for those that need to jump on board, we're still offering the collected edition of book 1 and 2. But I want to thank everyone who's backed this and made it such a huge success. I mean, 91,000 for a variant cover campaign. Awesome. Incredible. Thank you so much, guys.
What's going on, Leandro?
Just say our hellos to. I can't get the new comments to come up, but Leandro's there. We go. Leandro, what's up? Thanks for joining us. We got Zaid Comics in the house.
Yeah, Phil.
Mark and my boys. Leroy's backer 56. Thank you. Eddie says, real quick, guys, what's the best marker for signing books? I used the Sharpie. Hold on, I will. I'll grab one.
It depends on the gloss. Like if you have a nice stock like Mark does, Sharpies are fine.
Well, I use the Sharpie foil, the silver or gold. Mm-hmm. Actually, I use the Sharpie like paint pens too for Sea Dog, and they look great. Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah.
Here, hold it up, Sean.
What am I doing? Oh,
I asked you to hold it up. There you go. Yeah, they look really great on the cover stock for the Graveyard Shift book. And John and I will probably go through I don't know, we'll probably go through 20 of them when we're signing the Graveyard Shift books.
Yeah, you guys went through a lot.
Yeah.
For the first one.
Someone said maybe John is just hungry. He's been eating fake food since getting out of the hospital. Yep. The Nick Manabat book. Awesome book. Unfortunately, unavailable. Everyone was sworn not to sell their copy.
Which, you know, I wanted to do a video just flipping through this, but I didn't know if that was allowed either. So I just
yeah, you can. I did one actually, and they share it all the time on the Facebook group, especially when we did the new version, just so people could see what was in it. So
all right, I might have to do that then. It was really good.
You can show, you just can't sell it.
Right. Okay. Yep.
All right. So it's time to wrap this up. John should be going live soon. Sean, let people know where they can find JT.
And stuff tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and Friday. Thursday, Best Friend Show with you and Phil. Sean Ahrendt across the board. And Type 1 preview still in pre-orders being taken. $20 ship with the sketch.
Hit him up on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Slide into his DMs.
Joe, where can people find you at?
All social media under Joe Sontag or Joe M. Sontag. YouTube under Joe M. Sontag. The Out and Stuff show or channel Fridays and Wednesdays. Please go subscribe to all the channels if you get a chance. We really appreciate that. And my book Reaper Destroyer, I'm working on it right now. I'm hoping to do a crowdfund on it later this year. So just be patient with me. I'm working hard. I'm motivated. I'm going. So.
And I just want to thank everyone in the chat for joining us tonight to close out the first 30 days of Graveyard Shift. Thanks for everyone who has supported Graveyard Shift, supported Sea Dog. Just actually made this the best time of my comic book career. I can't thank you guys enough. It's I'm just having the time of my life right now creating all these books. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Coney Waves. Make sure you subscribe to Primetime Poulton. Hit the notifications. And make sure you're one of the first 100 backers of Viking Wolf so you get that little Moral Compass minifigure, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching.